Read Mike's testimonial?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Right, okay.
You can read
My
mine
name is
after it
Michael.
because you've got mine. You've got
Gordon,
mine there.
Gordon,
let
let us know
Darren
when
read
to
the
speak.
testimonial.
Let's listen to it. Let's go for it.
Okay. My name is Michael Sloan. I am 58 years old.
No, I'm 60.
Yeah, you're 61, but this when you're...
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Michael Sloan. I'm 61 years old. I am an ex-King's Own Scottish Borders. I joined the regiment in August 1980. I left in March 1988. So it was 8 years. My experience over the years, although I liked it, I loved the life. I was treated quite badly, which made me drink a bit too much alcohol. A lot of bullying went on, and as a result, I become not a very nice person over the years. We went to Northern Ireland in 1985. We had a couple of intakes of recruits, and of those recruits, the earlier recruits bullied the next intakes of recruits. We were stationed in the barracks in Colchester, and one guy in particular was thrown out the window 3 stories up and very, very badly injured. It was kind of covered up until his mother went to the MP, and her MP went to the military police, who subsequently contacted the SIB, and that sparked an investigation that went on for several years. My experience, I was bullied quite a lot. I was young. I was Roman Catholic in a predominantly Masoned regiment. So anyway, they started an investigation. When we were in Berlin, 1978 to 88, which was 1 year, it came to the point where we confined to the camp after midnight because the broad press were targeting our troops that were in Berlin city centre and the clubs and bars trying to find out what was going on. We had my regimental sergeant major was sent away. We had officers that were sent away. We had senior non-commissioned officers and junior non-commissioned officers that were busted and posted. The complete and utter outcome of it was that the way I was treated in that, I was saw in a way that a lot of other people were treated. I actually went to court martial to give evidence, and the senior non-commissioned officers that were defending themselves, we had witnessed the assaults taking place, got civilian lawyers and some eloquent speech managed to get their cells after they was demoted and posted away, managed to get their cells reinstated. So after that, my life and the life of the couple of the soldiers that had been involved in that was absolutely unbearable. Subsequently, I applied for the PVR, which is Personal Voluntary Release, in early February 1988. By mid-March 1988, I was ordered to leave. But ever since I have suffered mental health problems, I drink too much, and I am never questioned about the PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I am only questioned about I'm only questioned about the alcoholism, and that is what they put it down to. Nobody has ever said the way you were treated was wrong and something should have been done about it. So at the age I am now, I am completely unpredictable, and I don't think it will ever change. But yes, military, it took me away from the bad life, recession in Scotland, but it has put me into a whole lifetime of pain where I cannot control myself for sometimes more than a few weeks. The post-traumatic stress disorder camp, I got myself in proper mess October last year, 2020. I completely lost control. The courts were going to lock me up. Fortunately, I had been working with Dion for about a year. At the time, they had just started the whole camp up. The courts wanted to send me straight to jail. Well, my past record, of course, was what you would expect. So I told the courts of the post-traumatic stress disorder camp in Bath, and I wasn't in a good place at the time. I actually had a firearm that I was going to use on myself, but fortunately, I could not get to it because I was prevented from getting it. So the court phoned Joe and Dion, and they said, yes, send him here. And I spent several months in a tent, but it was the best time of my life, and I was able to carry on working. Without Joe and Dion, I really would have been a mess. They fed me, and I wouldn't eat. They gave me accommodation. It was only a tent, but I was a soldier. A tent is not a problem. They really did look after me. And there's been several people here since... Sorry, guys.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Am I on?
So there's several people here since who are at the end of their...
Am I on, Darren?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Bless
And
you
they
for
ca-
reading that out.
Yeah,
Just
and
take
they
your
came
time.
here. We are in the middle of nowhere, but we are together, and they came here. We are right outside in the countryside, and it is the best thing that has ever happened. It really is. Fucking hell.
Come on, you got this. You got this.
I do come back here, although
Take a deep breath, Darren.
Take a breath, man. You got this. 100%.
Go on, you're doing
I live
great.
on the other side of the valley. To be quite honest, I would rather be on the other side of here. It is a good
Right.
place to be, PTSD Camp Bath. We need more support. There's too many people that want to do this place, that want to take this place down through because they don't understand what goes on and in and out of soldiers' heads. The things you have seen, the things you have done, not only in military life, but when you've come out. Because when you come out, well, take it back a little bit. When you are in, you are taught one job. That job is to defend and kill. And when you come out, they do not deprogram you.
Nope.
I've been sent to prison for defending myself because I have put people into intensive care because that is what I was taught and do. I got attacked in Worcester city centre and I put 2 guys in intensive care because I stabbed the 2 of them. But they attacked me. They were bigger than me, stronger than me, and younger than me. I stabbed the 2 of them and put them into intensive care. So when it came to the court judge and recognised my active service, and they gave me very minimal sentence, it was still a sentence because I had defended myself. I repeat, I had defended myself. I had to defend this country, so I believed I had the right to defend by whatever means. Unfortunately, the law does not look at me like that, even though my passport says government service. I have been too many places before, but when I come to the camp, I managed to keep my job because I have lost my job. That would have been the end of it. I had nothing else. My motorcycle had broken down. I actually now, after this lockdown, got the parts to fix it. I got themselves yesterday, the 5th of June. Since the week before Christmas, I took the parts to be repaired. I got them yesterday. Well, I have been walking and taxis and buses everywhere. The people at the camp are very, very friendly. Everybody looks after everybody. We don't have problems here. We don't have them here because everybody comes for a bit of respite. I do still have bad days and I come back here. I did not really want to leave here. It was only when all that kicked off, the police raid, well, I had to leave. I had actually gone over there the night before and the morning. I got the phone call. I thought, they have taken me away from my home. If I hadn't got that up there, I would never have been homeless. It is the government, you see.
Yeah.
Nobody here is judgmental.
Pretty Patel.
Yeah, we take everybody as they come. We take everybody as they come that come here. Just enjoy the space. Have a couple of beers. Have a couple of coffee. Just come and eat. Joe is making food for us. The food is fantastic. You are well looked after here. It needs more publicity. It really does.
Yeah.
I can see the memorial flags from over here, the other side of the valley. Yeah. So there we go. That's Mike's testimonial. It broke me.
I'll tell you one thing, mate. You did fucking well, just. Sorry about my language. You did fucking well.
I've never heard that before.
Mike, do you want to say something?
I never heard that.
You wrote it.
I wrote it. I never heard it. Oh, fucking hell.
I can't read that book.
You did
Mike,
well.
Joe, it broke me.
Listen,
Joe, I'm in tears, we're in tears, Joe, we're in tears. Joe,
I
I'm
know
so
I'm in
sorry,
tears
mate.
too.
I didn't even know I'd written that, mate.
I can send a
I can't
screenshot.
read
of
the
it.
book.
Sorry. Oh,
Shows,
Listen,
oh,
Yeah, they
fuck.
just
it
let me
just
just
sort
say
of
something.
shows you the help is available at the camp because I
Yeah,
felt the
yeah.
exact same when I arrived.
Oh,
Listen.
I never, Joe, did I write that?
It's
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
but let me just tell you something, all of you. So we wrote that book, right?
I'm
I
crying.
can't even read.
Mate,
It
I'm
brings
sorry.
me to
I
tears.
never even know I
I
wrote
can't
that.
even read that book. To this
Oh,
day, I cannot
Come on,
read
Mike.
this book.
You're right. You're right, Mike. Come on,
oh,
Mike.
fucking hell.
It's right. Come
You're
on.
right, you're right.
You're right.
Oh,
Come on, mate.
Good.
You're all right,
Darren,
mate.
mute your mic, mate.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna mute it a second. I'm gonna take care of him.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
right.
just mute your mic,
Good
mate.
job, brother.
Yeah. But Mark,
Okay, no,
Yeah.
that was touching, that was.
I can't. We've had so many copies of that book, and I can read. Oh God, sorry.
Go
Sorry.
on, look, take
I'm like
a
a
breath.
fucking
You
idiot
know
now.
what
But I'll tell you now, I lived through that raid that the police did on us, and I can't even read the book that we wrote.
Yeah, but Joe,
yeah.
what the police done to you was bang out of order and they've give you a form of PTSD.
Those fucking idiots.
Oh God.
Yeah, and yeah, that's the way I look at it. Yeah, they kidnapped you, they held you hostage. Yeah,
Yep.
they held guns at your heads.
Had guns
Yeah,
at our
including at
grandkids'
your
heads as
13-month-old
well.
granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that must have been very frightening. Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me if you've got some sort of PTSD as well. Yeah, from that police raid.
Probably.
She
Yeah,
probably,
but you
she
give your
probably couldn't find the
time.
words to explain it more likely, but
Yeah, you give your time to help others still. Yeah, and you have to be commended for that. And Callum,
yeah,
can you imagine what Joe went through? You said you've got a young daughter
yeah,
who's nearly 2.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, now can you imagine the effect that'd have on you
Oh, yeah.
having a policeman pointing a gun at your daughter's head?
Mate, I'll think of everything. I'll be like, I'm about to die, you know what I mean? I could be there for my daughter. I could watch her grow up and everything. It's going to be scary and it will be scary. But,
Yeah, it's we don't understand why the police done it.
but
Yeah,
I will say
there
one
was
thing.
nothing going on at the camp. Yeah, I can vouch for that. Yeah, and I am a truth teller.
But I will say one thing, and I do apologise, Joe. I tell you, I'm proud of you at the end of the day because you still move forward, even though that shit happened to you. You still move forward, so I am proud of you at the end of the day. And I know that you're going through some crap and whatnot, yeah, and like, I mean, I know that you probably will, but I'm just saying if you need to, just give me a message or something, I'll be there, nothing, yeah, but I do, like, I am, like, from the bottom of my heart, proud of you for still going to this day.
Oh, bless you.
And still making sure that you want to live the life that you want to live, but you ain't letting what happened in the past stop you from doing something that you enjoy doing. So I mean, some people give it like, oh yeah, like, they never get, like, when someone says I'm proud of you, they never get that on a daily basis. And I think I just saying it because I want to understand it because from hearing what what's his name just says and everything, yeah, and then hearing your story and everything, yeah, it does hurt. But I am all about my heart, I'm proud of you. I'm proud because you're still going and you're still here.
Is all I'll say to everyone out there. Yeah, if their sons or their daughters are thinking of joining the military, please visit the PTSD camp and talk to the veterans first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these are the guys that will help you make your decision.
These are the guys that have been through that and have been through hell and fucking back and I'm still here to this day, so.
Exactly, you know, and Joe have vouched for this. I took a young lad up there for Remembrance Day. Do you remember him, Joe?
Yeah, Ryan, yeah.
No, not Ryan. Ryan's older brother.
Oh, yeah.
And he was thinking of joining the military, and his mum was terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we took him up there. He spoke to the veterans, and he made a decision not to join the army.
No. I'd say fuck off now. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Right. We've got our own fucking fight in this country. And we need all the men and women to stand up in our own country against the fucking government at the moment. Where's our money going? It's going abroad.
Exactly. And we're housing their people here as well.
Why the fuck are we paying all these taxes when I'm driving along in my car and I've got potholes and I'm paying over £600 a year for car tax? I'm getting my car MOT'd, insured. My insurance is like £650 a year. Right? Well, why the fuck am I paying that when they're not even fucking... No, they're sending all our money abroad at the moment, and our country is going down. It's going down.
We've got a country, right? We have still got a country, but see the citizens in our country, they're all fucking snowflakes, pardon my French, but they're scared to speak up. They're scared to speak up. And it's good that that testimonial was read out by Mike. Well, by Darren from Mike, because it just shows you what the veterans have got to go through, even not just after leaving army, but sometimes during their army career. Do you know what I mean? Because Mike had the bully boy tactics in his army career, and a guy got thrown out the window and all that, and that all adds up. It all adds up, and then you come out the army and you get nothing. Well, Mike didn't anyway.
Well, Gordon, I've heard testimony from several veterans where they were beaten with sticks when they was young recruits.
See, I never got beaten with sticks, but I mean, I was only territorial army.
That's what I'm saying. These guys were regulars.
I still had to go through the recruitment. But I'll just interrupt you now. But see me, myself, I don't know what it was about me, but I seen it, but I never. I mean, I like getting shouted at in the fucking army. Because I knew they were shouting at me for my own good. Because see, if they didn't shout at me, it was going to cost somebody else their life beside me, if you know what I mean.
They was trying to give you a kick up the arse to put you back in the right direction.
I mean, I got
punished
quite a bit.
What you've got to remember, Gordon, yeah? I've heard testimony from veterans that joined when they were 16 and a half. Yeah, this is back in the day, and they were beaten with sticks and everything.
I mean, this is what I was saying earlier on. What is our new army gonna look like, don't it? Half of the soldiers will be wearing lipstick and fucking eyeliner.
Well,
yeah, I know, mate.
You guys, nothing, yeah, obviously, you veterans, well, nothing, yeah, I'll tell you, yeah, I love you to fucking bits, to be honest with you, because y'all
if there's anybody else that would like to come in the box, yeah, please send us a request.
Yeah. But I love y'all to bits at the end of the day, and I think, yeah, you fought for our country, you've done what y'all needed to do. Yes, you might have come out to the army through injuries and that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, you was there protecting us lot so we can live a happy future. If you understand what I'm saying?
I joined the territorial army, and I've said this before, to look after myself, my friends, my neighbours, my whoever it is. Doesn't matter what colour, creed, religion, it doesn't matter. I joined it.
At the end of the day, I still respect you in my fucking life, and I will always love you for this day, simply because I don't mean it in any bad way, but I do love you, all of you lot, want each and every and that kind of stuff, and I do it because at the end of the day, you've all done your deed. You've been there for like our country, like literally, you've defended our country from the bullshit that tries to, you know, come into our country and try and start some shit kind of thing, and you lot have been there to protect that. So yeah, I do respect you with all my heart, and as long as there's breath in my lungs and everything, yeah, I will always respect and love you guys until the day I die, obviously, 100%.
best advice, get to PTSD Camp Bath, and you will see for yourself. We ain't all doom and gloom. Do you know what I mean? You can get in contact with a counsellor and everything through the camp. I mean, there's a guy in America, Mitch Bryan. It's him that's doing the REAP book course.
Fantastic,
and that's to help, as it's to help us veterans help each other. That's what the course is all about.
Yeah, my granddad went through World War II and everything. Yeah, he was a medic and whatnot and everything. Yeah, and
Right, well, you're entitled to go to the camp because it's for veterans and families of veterans.
my granddad obviously is passed away like a couple of years ago and whatnot, but he was a medic in the army and that kind of stuff and everything. Yeah, like, he always I used to get into his house like near enough every single day or every 2 days, 3 days, and every time I was there, he was always speaking about his experiences and what he witnessed in the army and that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know, like when it takes a toll on someone, and you're like, okay, now you know, you went through that kind of stuff, and you're here today. And like, obviously, he got dismissed from the army and everything, yeah, because he did get injured. I can't remember what. For the life of me, like, I still try and remember this day and everything. Yeah, like, I can't remember. I'll have to ask my mother about it, as you do. But he got dismissed from the army and everything. Yeah, because he got injured and whatnot. Every day for the time that we seen him and all that kind of thing, it was just like he was telling us about everything that happened in the army and everything that like he had to do, as in the person himself, kind of thing. Like he says, he's seen lads that have like got the intestines and shit hanging out. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
World War II was brutal, mate. It's not like modern day warfare. You shoot people from a distance and stuff like that. World War II was proper hand-to-hand combat.
Like, he's seen his best mates with the guts hanging out and everything. I'm like, how do you even live with that kind of thing? And he's like, I don't live with it. I asked him, I says, how do you live with it? He says, I don't. He says, I think about it every day. He says, I have nightmares about it.
Well, Callum,
his friends
I know exactly where you're coming from there because my granddad was a medic in World War II. Yeah, and the PTSD that he suffered, yeah, was absolutely incredible. And there was no help for them guys back in the day.
No. Just
yeah, there was nothing.
No,
yeah,
you've just got to lift your head up and carry on for the next
yeah,
day.
well, Gordon, you'll understand this, but Callum, if you don't, my grandfather was a conscientious objector. Yeah, do you know what that is?
Did he carry away